Okay, you guys, we are now recording. Let's hope this is going to record my whole big screen. I'm going to leave you guys with your cameras on if you want to. So, hey, welcome to our all consultant Zoom. I was just telling you guys that during my coaching calls with new consultants, I get a lot of questions, and probably some of you out there are brand new and you've learned about Shooting Star, right? You've learned about Sensational Start. You know how important it is to get your first promotion to certified, right? Super important. And hitting all those little milestones just motivates you. It gives you confidence. It allows you to see that we have a very special company where, when you think about it, there aren't a lot of homes without fragrance in them. In fact, today was so funny. I make it a point when I go outside, and you know that when you're living in your home, you don't smell what yourself or your house smells like. Crazy, but true. Like, we smell perfume. That's why some people wear too much perfume, spray too many things, or they don't smell their own scent. So the reason I joined Scentsy was because I had a Great Dane, 3 little dachshunds, and I was bound and determined that my house was not going to smell like dog. So I had all the Glade plugins everywhere, all the things, spray in every bathroom, all of the tricks of the trade, candles going all the time, forgetting to leave candles going. Like, surprised didn't burn down my house. So today I made steamed a bag of broccoli and cauliflower in the microwave. Those bags of vegetables, and I throw it in a bowl and I put olive oil and like garlic and salt and pepper. So I went outside today to check the mail, and the AT&T guy was here working on our internet. And I walked in and I was like, of all the times that someone comes to our house, it smells like, broccoli in itself, you guys know what it smells like. I am a house full of Scentsy, and it just did not smell good, right? So that's, as you promote and hit those milestones, it's really cool to realize that everyone smells. Like, everyone loves different scents, whether it's green grass or baked goods or all of the things. And so hitting those milestones, you start to realize, like, wow, this isn't just about organizing or bags or jewelry or fitness or any of that stuff. It's just fragrance. And from bachelor pads to college dorms to wherever, everyone really likes fragrance. And I think when you hit those milestones, you start to see that, because, whether it's gentlemen who like the room sprays or the pods that go in different things, that's why those milestones are important. But as you're learning and growing, and something that you should remember with your teams is we cover all the points as far as the startup guide and all the things. But a question that I get consistently is about happy mail, sampling, VIP groups, who to send what to who, how to follow up, how to keep track of all of this stuff. What do I send? How much do I budget? Mail. It depends really how you work your business. Now, most of my customers I get online, or I meet different places, or I'm sending stuff to Maine, my home state, where all my friends and family are. So I do a lot of mailing. So my happy mail budget for mail might be a little bit different than yours if you have a lot more local customers. And I can't see you guys' chat. I'll go back and answer questions before we end this. So that's the first thing that you have to consider. When this quarantine thing is over, will you do home parties a lot? Will you do Facebook parties, but will they still be local, where you can just drop off happy mail? When you're first starting, you need to keep your budget in check. And that means if that's just a postcard with a scratch and sniff and a handwritten thank you, then that's all you can do. My happy mail varies. It started off, I can remember, with probably a postcard this size. Some of you have joined my team from my VIP group, so you remember. And all I would send out is a wax sample stapled to the scent of the month flyer. And that would be the happy mail. And I would say thank you. And then I kind of upgraded to a scent circle where I'd wait for us to have a sale, or I'd get them half price and free, and I'd write thank you on there. Scent circles and the scent of the month flyer fits in a number 10 envelope. So that can be your happy mail. For me now, at the point I am at the point I'm at. Usually everyone that's ordered within a 3-month span gets a scent of the month sample and that scent of the month flyer in a number 10 envelope. That's touch point number 1. Now, if I've noticed that they've ordered 2 or 3 times in the last 3 months, they might get something a little bit more extravagant. Now, I'm going to show you. You guys have seen all the examples that people have posted. So a lot of times I just see things and make it my own. I've been doing this 11 years. I have a lot of stuff that I've either saved or that I see or that I've made or whatever the case may be. If you're new, you do not need to do this, okay? You can keep stepping up and changing it and adding all the things in that you want to based on your paychecks. I'm going to pretend that you have pulled your compensation plan out and you know what you need to promote to the next level. So when you know what you need to promote to the next level, that means you're hitting the 4 chords. And if you've done a coaching call with me, you know that all of our coaching calls are always going to refer back to Orville's keynote about the 4 chords of Scentsy. Real quick, what the 4 chords are is he says in almost every song, they're made up of 4 chords. If one of those 4 chords is missing, the song sounds nothing like it's supposed to sound. Your Scentsy business is made up the same way. The 4 chords equal 1 PRV. You need to be getting PRV because PRV will allow you to meet new people, flip new hostesses, find new people to join, get referrals, all the things, fundraisers, events, however you want to get PRV, you need PRV. Every month, all month. In fact, 500 should be your very bottom minimum because that's what you're going to need to collect commission on your team. 1,000 PRV should be a very mediocre, if not bad month for your business. Now, I don't mean if you have 1,000 PRV, you're a bad consultant. I just mean you need to start thinking about, I need to lead from the front, and that means shooting for 2,000 PRV every single month. Now, that could scare some of you, and you could think to yourself, oh my God, I'm barely getting 500. But you're going to get better and better at what you do. You're going to get more comfortable. You're going to be able to find new people. Scentsy's going to be like just roll off your tongue as far as what you do. And you're going to be proud of the fact that this company went from whatever I posted today, 800,000 units to 3.2 million. Like that's pretty special. And that's pretty amazing. And none of you should shy away from shouting from the rooftops that you get to make your home smell amazing and make them look beautiful, and you're working towards working from home, doing this full time, all of the things. I assume most people that are on this call have the vision that they could possibly be doing this full time, all day, every day, if you're not already doing that. And not a hobbyist. Some hobbyists might be on, but most people think to themselves, I can see myself at that level, right? So I've stepped it up from sending that scent of the month flyer, usually with a little newsletter. And then I send a sample of the scent of the month, and then I'll put something else in there, whatever, but it's just flat. It usually equals a 1-cent stamp. I want to be able to reach their mailbox more than once. Again, because most of my business is online. So I budget for that, and I budget for it based on whatever my commission is. You guys shouldn't be having a $300 paycheck and then spending $150 in postage. You shouldn't be spending your money on your Scentsy business. You should make money and invest it back into your business. So if it's $300 you're making, 10% of that, $30, that's going to be a postcard and a scratch and sniff sticker for as many people as you can. Okay. I know a lot of you will follow a lot of super successful consultants. You might see some of the pictures of stuff that I do. Please don't not do anything because you're not doing that. Some of these people are superstar directors. Some of these people have been doing this a long time. A lot of these people have paychecks where they're deciding what their budget should be for mail, happy mail, all of the things. Now, anything that I use, for the most part, you guys can go to my Instagram link and it'll say connect. When you click connect, I think I have an icon right on my website that says business tools. And every time that I buy something for Happy Mail, I put it into the business tools. A lot of times along with those things, I put there's a little notepad and I list out what I'm using each item for. So my point of this is every month will change. This month, I got my warmer and scent of the month super late. So, did I freak out or whatever? I mean, the warmer of the month went on back order, the scent of the month sold out. So I'm not going to make samples and send that. They're only going to get one touch point this month from me, and it's going to be a super summer pack. So I put the money that I would have normally budget for scent of the month that they would have got sent into this one packet that they will get. So I use the envelopes like these, and I ordered as soon as I saw Stacy's lemonade and the sunblock. I ordered those from Amazon, put some crinkle cut in there. The stickers that I shared with you guys the other day, those are hers. A business card, I think I ordered these from Etsy. I had someone do them for me until I do them on my Cameo. And then people often say, what do you put inside? So it doesn't have to be just, this is pretty flat. So when I put it in a Mylar envelope, it's going to lay flat or poly mailer. You can get these poly mailers on Amazon, all different sizes and colors and all the fun stuff. Summer ones, winter ones, Christmas ones, whatever you want to do. I've ordered pumice stones and nail files with face masks to do a thank you. It doesn't just have to be Scentsy, but you do want to include Scentsy in your happy mail if you're going to do something like this. Why? Because you want them to try our products, right? So in here right now is a sponge with some of our Scentsy dish soap. If they're super VIP, meaning I look through their orders in my VIP book and they've ordered 2 or 3 times, I'm probably going to put some Scentsy soap or some washer whiffs in here also. So in here is a product sheet because I'm thinking, okay, I have a ton of these and we're getting close to the end of this catalog season. So I want to get rid of these. So those are in there. I'm going to be making new rat cards. So I have a few of these left. So this is just a rat card saying thank you, asking for referrals on the back. I had these done on Etsy. You can type in Scentsy or whatever, and a lot of this stuff will pop up. I think these were super cheap. Someone just prints them and makes them on their Cricut, but super cute to add like this. I have business cards in there. I added some confetti, some crinkle cut, lemonade, some sunblock, and I don't know what else I'm going to throw in here yet. So this is the happy mail they'll get instead of getting 2. You do not have to. I mean, this is pretty flat. I'm assuming these will probably be about $2 to mail, which normally it'd probably be $1 something. But again, I didn't send that first touch point mail because the scent of the month was sold out and the warmer of the month is on back order. So I wanted to make something super special to put together. And these take some time, right? And I have a bring back my bar flyer, which means these have to go out tomorrow because I'm going to do a review of Bring Back My Bar on my VIP group. And then these will go out and kind of everything is strategic. Now, if you're local, you can put together a lot more. You can get rock candy. Oh, gummy bears are going to go in here. You can get Skittles or whatever you want to do, something that won't melt. You can make these heavy as you want because you don't have to mail them. You can do little goodie bags. You can do whatever. People often say, like, what do you send? It's whatever I have on hand, and I make stuff during the month. So on that shoe rack thing with all the brochures and stuff, I just went up there and pulled out stuff that I had. I want to focus on Bring Back My Bar. So I'm not putting a laundry brochure in here. I'm not putting a counter clean brochure in here, maybe a clean brochure because I have the dish soap in here, but it just depends. Like that's what you want to get to a point where you have a lot of stuff either you've printed or that you found where you can just line stuff up and stuff it and go. This might be different. Like I know Stacy, when she did hers, these were just for PWS orders. I get a lot of PWS orders. I get a lot of people that order on parties. So that's why the same thing goes to everyone. If you have PWS orders and you have local people, maybe you do a little handbag that you drop off and leave on their porch. And then maybe you do these for people that you mail out. It depends on your budget. It depends on what you have. This is why it's super important to bulk sample at the beginning of the month. Get a tracker and list everything that you need to bulk sample, whether that's felt samples, wax samples, Scentsy soak, counter cleaner, Scentsy fresh, dish soap, whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be all of that, especially if you're just starting. Here's one of the biggest mistakes people make is they see something like this and they're like, I don't have the money for that. I don't have the money to mail that. I don't even know how to do that. What's in there? I don't have the stickers. I don't have the business cards. Guys, do what you can. The only reason there's a business card in here is because I still have them. I don't even ever use business cards. I took a stack of maybe 10 with me to Marco Island. I handed out about 8 of them, but in general, I don't leave my house. So I really don't need business cards anywhere. A rack card or a brochure will do just as well. If you haven't made a brochure for yourself, use the ones on the Scentsy family store. Take a little card. You can get these. I picked these up at Walmart for $1, I think 2 packs. Little rainbows, right? I'll probably stick that right in the front. I probably won't even put it in an envelope. So look how cute that'll look. It'll sit right in front in there and it'll say thank you. And inside I'll write a handwritten card in there. So you could make your dish soap samples. You could cut up sponges in 4s. I cut them in half, but you could cut them even less than that. You can do this on a budget, in a budget friendly way. So what else do I send, right? So I told you guys last week that there could be some people that haven't ordered in a year and I have some extra stock. I have that because let's be real, I've been collecting for 11 years, right? So I just wrote out a card that said, thank you, thinking of you, hope this brightens your mailbox. This is an extra bar that was in my vault. I stuffed it in there, got some orders from that. You can make up samples that are super cheap. Felt samples are flat and cheap, and you can stick 3 or 4 in a number 10 envelope, and it's still like only 50 cents, maybe 70 cents if you go and have them weighed, if you don't have a scale. But Happy Mail can be anything. You can make it look super cute, grabbing stickers, making your own stickers, grabbing some Scentsy Family Store stickers. Etsy has a ton of stickers. When I come across stuff, I post things for you guys. Happy Mail can look like whatever you want it to look like. Now, I will tell you this, when I don't send Happy Mail, when I skip it or something's going on, my personal sales definitely are lower than when I get stuff in the mail for them to try. So I was going to seal these up and then I thought, I've got to get some samples in here. So what goes with this kind of beach themed summer thing? I'm probably going to grab cherry limonade and beach daisy. Cut these up, do some felt samples, make some samples, get them in the mail as quick as tomorrow, which will be the 17th, right? They'll have them by the 21st, let's say. And then there's still time to order Bring Back My Bar. And then I'll probably make up a little card for banana nut bread because I know that was our first scent. It's super popular. People can add that to their club. So if I can fit 3 felt samples in there, so because you want them to smell scent. So you could scratch all of this, grab a number 10 envelope, make 3 felt samples. You could even, you guys, design a rack card in Canva and print it on paper. Print it, it's flat, it's a piece of paper. Do your felt samples, have on the little paper rack card what the samples are, put a space to say thank you on it, put it in a number 10 envelope, and guarantee that's 50 cents. If I was on a budget, that's what I would do. Take your little scratch and sniff stickers, stick them to the front, grab some Avery labels, and on Canva, make, 3.5 by 1 that says Happy Mail, slap those Avery labels on top. Like, there's easy ways to do this. So don't think when we show you this stuff that this is all you can do. Super easy. Number 10 envelopes are cheap. Avery labels are super cheap. You go on Canva, design your label, slap it in the Avery templates. On the front of your envelope, it says Happy Mail. You stick their address on the front. Inside, you do a design a card like this size. You guys are knowing what I'm saying, right? Design a card like this size on Canva, and then usually you can fit 3 to a sheet. You cut them in paper. It fits in a number 10 envelope. You put your 3 samples in there, and then you can even cut a strip that says this Happy Mail's for you. I'm so appreciative of your business. I love that you're part of my VIP group, whatever you want to call. That's still 2 sheets of paper and 3 samples. Easy breezy. I would have loved to get that with any order. Like, how many times do you order online, guys, and you never get something in the mail saying thank you? So you can do all that. Happy Mail can be anything. And you can see all the inspiration that we post and then just do your own thing. Like, you can get these clear poly mailers like this that are probably half the price of these little hologrammy ones. You could put it in a Ziploc bag. You can do all kinds of stuff. When you see this stuff, it doesn't have to be exact. I mean, crinkle cut and confetti is super duper cheap. I think I paid $7 for a big bag of the gold and white. I got pink, I have purple, I have white, I have blue, like I have all the colors and I just grab it. I have one of those Hobby Lobby tins with all the different sections and it's filled with all different confetti that I've collected from Amazon. I just grab that tin, throw it in there. Again, inside was a product sheet because I have them, a newsletter sheet about Bring Back My Bar, a business card, dishwasher soap, the sun block, the lemonade, and I will probably put a thank you note. And so it'll look just like this with a little rainbow on the front. So I'm not even using the envelopes. I just want to put a handwritten note in there so it can be special and from me. And it's late. Like I didn't get my bring back my bar till I think last week sometime, but that's okay. Just get it in the mail and then go live on your VIP group. If you can't get something in the mail about bring back my bar, and talk about the scents. Guys, even if you don't have the bars, you can go through the list descriptions on your website, like print it out and talk about what the scents are and maybe what you've heard or how it smells. Or I'm just thinking limonade and beach daisy and maybe the fresh cut grass one would be great summer ones, kind of a range. So I'll probably dip those in felt and throw those in there. Stuff like this, like pumice stones and nail files, and you can get face masks. Face masks are super cheap because you get them and they're flat. So to mail those, it's like nothing. You know, think flat all the time if you don't have a big budget for mailing. And bare minimum, you can get thank you cards just like this. A thank you goes a long way. Comes in a cute little envelope. Put your little scratch and sniff on there and just say, thank you so much for your business. I so appreciate you. And then from there, just make a promise to yourself that every month you're going to do the 4 chords, right? PRV, sponsoring, customer service, and self-development. And every month your check's going to get a little bit and a little bit higher where you can add more in the budget for Happy Mail. I will list out when I find things like the pumice stones. I think I got on naildepot.com something. As I think of it, as I'm doing stuff, I list all that stuff for you guys. But I loved the lemonade and the sunblock idea. Those were really cheap. I think I got 5 big packages of lemonade for like $14.99. And in each one were like 10 little packets. So that's super cheap. You can do stuff in the winter with little packets of coffee. There's a bazillion ideas out there that stay relatively cheap. I mean, now once this goes into a poly mailer, it'll be considered a package, a parcel. So although it's flat, it's not flat enough, which I realize, but you can work up to that. Your customers are never going to leave you because you see something online. That's what I want to make clear. Your customers will go to someone different if you don't show your appreciation in some way and roll out the red carpet. Because guess what? Guess what can fit in this? A label. And guess what that label can say? If you place your next order through me, $5 off or free shipping or whatever you want to offer. So it doesn't have to be all this stuff. You can literally send a card, put an Avery label on this side, do your thank you on this side, close it up, and that's a 50-cent stamp. So never lose the power of an Avery label listing whatever you want. Like when it's in the mail, you can offer any special you want. You can say a free scent circle. You can say a free bar. You can say whatever you want. Of course, you'd still have to mail that stuff to them. That's why $5 off if they message you. Now, some of you will ask, how will they do that if they place the order online? They can't. If you want to offer free shipping or $5 off your next order or a free bar, they have to place the order through you so that you can enter everything and use your host awards or however you want to do it. There's a bazillion ways to do all that. So there's no set way for Happy Mail or VIP Mail. You saw last month, I sent 25 packages out to people who hadn't ordered in a year, just kind of gambling with stuff that I had. It turned out great for me. That was that Happy Mail. VIP Happy Mail went out, number 10 envelopes, and I sent other packages out. Those are just my customers. They're not looking for another Scentsy consultant. So my point is they're not going, who sends out the best Happy Mail? What's wrong? Can she not hear? I'm not looking at let me check the chat real quick, you guys. Lost sound. My sound is good. Yeah, if you're on a phone, it's a little weird. Dina's usually on, so that helps. Tell you guys. Yep, we are recording. Coming late because I was making samples. I print a lot of stuff on regular printer paper. Good. Yeah, or cardstock works really well too, you guys. Can everyone else hear me okay? Sound is still good. Good. Yeah, we're going to keep it relatively short tonight so that you guys can get the recording. So, and I know a lot of people will be like, well, I don't have ideas like this. You can, these weren't at Walmart. These were at Target. there's a bazillion there. I mean, go grab these to start off. Use your scratch and sniff Snickers. Use your Avery labels. You can literally type anything, plug in your avery.com in the templates that you can even put little pictures on the side. Place your next order through me. I have tons of stuff that I used to use Avery labels on, like don't pay full price. You can get half price and discounted stuff if you host a party, or all the use Avery labels. Do not break the bank thinking, look at this one hair. I look like alfalfa. There. Don't break the bank because you see other stuff. Make that a goal of stuff that you want to do. Meaning you can't sit back and say, oh, my business would be better if I just could do all the happy mail that she does. No. I do that stuff now. 1, to get it out of my office. 2, I like doing it. 3, I've had some of the same customers for 11 years. So you have to work up to that point. But if you really like the idea of you're spoiling your customers with this stuff, then make that a goal. Tell yourself that I'm going to get 2,000 PRV. So I know I get that $600 paycheck just from my sales. And I'm going to take a portion of that and I'm going to go on Jill's Amazon link or other links that I find. I'm going to order my bottles and my poly mailers and all the things. And again, when you're bulk sampling and you're keeping track of all that stuff, the goal is to get people to try other things. The Scentsy soap, the washer whiffs, the counter cleaner, all of that stuff. Because if they don't try it and they don't smell it, there's less of a chance that they're going to get out there and order those things. So you want to get them in their hands. Another thing that I do a lot is I really do a good VIP happy mail to a new customer, to someone who was referred to me, to someone who found me, like in their bag. I'm going to roll out the red carpet because I know they're a new customer and I want them to see that, hey, if you keep ordering from me, I'm going to spoil you. You never know what you're going to get. I posted that on my Instagram today. Like my VIPs are always surprised, like whether it's a pumice stone and a facial. So that's a spa kit, whether it's sunblock and some lemonade for a summer day, whether it's a cup of coffee and I don't know, something to keep them cozy, like a cozy kit. Like you can change things up and you'll get your stash. Like you'll have your little sections of your office or wherever you are where here's the summer bin where it's filled with all summer stuff. Here's all the spring stuff, winter stuff. Like you'll work up to that if you like this idea. But I'm telling you right now, yes, VIP mail and happy mail makes a difference. But what makes a difference more is if you do nothing because you're waiting to get to this point, or you do something to make your customers know, to help them know that you appreciate them and you love them watching your journey, and and just tagging them on your VIP group. Hey, so-and-so, thank you so much for your order. Hey, Nancy, Sally, and Sarah, your order's just shipped. I'm so excited. I can't wait to send happy mail in the mail to you. And that can be a scratch and sniff, or in one of these cards, a little felt sample can be stapled to one of these guys, and that's still a 50-cent stamp. And then, like I said, if they're local, you can, I mean, I know Dawn, I'm so jealous. She has all the local customers because she does little goodie bags and puts little tie things to them. And on Friday, she delivers them all around her town, doing all the little things. Like, that's so cute. But I have to get creative with mail because most of my customers are all over the place. So my whole point tonight is there's no set blueprint. There's not like, here's what I do after an order every single time. It just depends. It depends on my budget. It depends how much I'm putting back in. It depends what I have on hand. I had a ton of these. And a lot of times I order things, I don't even know what I'm going to use them for yet. Like these, I didn't know if I was going to put them on bags or save them for winter. So they were sitting here. I was like, oh, those will look cute. I'll punch a hole there. Added some tie ribbon. These, I have a collection of these every single size. I never know what I'm going to use them for. I just like having them on hand. My business cards, again, I just had those. The stickers I ordered from that girl just to use on whatever. So I don't order things knowing what I'm going to do a lot of times. The lemonade and the sunblock I did because we saw Stacy's post and I thought it was super cute. And then the confetti and crinkle cut and that sort of things, I order a little bit every single month. So I have all that stuff so I can grab and go. And then if your budget allows, you can send more than one thing a happy mail. That's why I love my binder system for follow-up, because I can see who ordered in that last 3-month period. And then if I have extras, maybe I dip into the next month and be like, hey, I'm just thinking of you. I wanted to brighten your day. Here's some happy mail. Or I'll let them know, hey, it's been past 3 months since your last order. I want to continue to send you happy mail. So make sure you place your order. So it depends on what you're going to do. It depends on how many packets you're sending out. Usually my limit of packets in the 3 months is my first 72 or however many brochures come in scent of the month. That's usually what I base it on. But I've been doing a few more because I just get extra orders. And if I run out, like if I run out of those flyers, I just stick other stuff in there. They don't all have to be the same. They don't all have to be perfect. In fact, these are sticking up to the top, so they're not even gonna lock. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just, I mean, if I ordered something and I got something like that in the mail, I would be so over the moon excited. Heck, if I got a card after, I mean, a lot of orders, people will put a card in your order and then, yeah, great, thank you, whatever. But you never get something a couple days or a couple weeks later, which totally reminds you again. Remember, when it comes to the newsletter, Happy Mail, yes, you're trying to brighten people's mailboxes, but you're also trying to get your face in front of them so that when people go back to crazy work, busy all the time, that they go, oh yeah, I have to order Scentsy. Oh yeah, Scentsy. You want to keep reminding them. If you just send them one thing in the mail and then you never email them, text them, call them, and you're just hoping for an order, it doesn't work that way, guys. People get busy. You have to constantly be reminding them. And that's why it's so beneficial to use Facebook, texting, make sure all your contacts are in your email so that that newsletter can go out. Make sure you're updating that newsletter section so it's customized to you and the specials that you want them to see, and maybe your Instagram link or your VIP group link. Like, it's important to remember how you can touch your customers as many times per month as you can. If your budget allows and you can do mail, go for it. If that means texting them, Facebooking them, emailing them, and then calling them and Happy Mail, then you need to do all those things too. I just like making sure that I drop things in the mail as much as I can because I think mail's fun and I've worked up to be able to do that. But please, if you learned anything from this webinar tonight, don't just do nothing because you're not at level Z yet, right? Do something. And if that means a card, you're okay doing that. Start there. So we have a few comments. I'm going to check and see what they are. I have to go, but thank you. You're so welcome. Jill, can you explain quick how you make the dish soap samples? Do you pour the soap on your sponge? No. So I order sponges. These ones are cut in half. I just use a olive oil. I use an olive oil brush, guys. I cut them in half. I lay them out. I just pour some dish soap on here. I spread it out on both sides. I let them dry. I shove them in one of these little packets. I made a label on the front, grabbed the information from the website, put it on the back. These are 2x4 labels. Zip them up, did about 200 of them so that I can grab and go. And I did all of the sponges in about, besides the labels, in about 10 minutes. Super easy. You can also put dish soap in the little containers, but this was way more cost effective. And like I said, I think I saw Stacy, I think she was cutting these in thirds or fourths. So you could literally cut each one of these again. They just need a little sponge to try it out. So you just order the sponges, these are little 4x6 bags, I think. And these are 2x4 Avery labels. You can make the labels however you want. This is just a picture from the website, dish soap sample. It says the scent and then the scent on the back, all the information because I wanted it to look professional. Shove that inside here and you just bring back my bar, all of that stuff. And some of these customers, I might even add Scentsy soap if I know they've been around. So it just depends. Some will just get this, some will get a couple more samples in there. It just depends on the customer and it depends how many times they've ordered or if you just need to brighten up their day. And I'll also always put a handwritten card in here. And then I get the poly mailers off Amazon. Again, you can go to my Instagram account, click the link. It'll bring you right to my website and it says business tools. And I usually update it nightly. Anything I order, I throw in there so that you guys have access to all of that. So then it'll go in the poly mailer. I'll go on pirate ship, throw a label on here, and then mail it out. These will probably be around $2 to mail. If you need them to be less, then you need to put less in them. If you put less in them, then you want to get to the point where you only have to do like a 50 or 70 cent stamp with just felt samples is the cheaper way to go. I did poly mailers to go with theme. Yeah, there's so many different poly mailers. You can do a ton of stuff. So that's it really on VIP mail, you guys. I mean, you can do Scentsy soak in those same 4x6s, same way as the dish soap, 2x4 labels, making them cute. Dish soap, Scentsy Fresh, soap. The only things that you can't do are, and we can do Scentsy soak, but you can't do stuff that people put on their body, like the body wash and the lotions. You can't do those because those need all of the ingredients on there and all the stuff in case people have a reaction, all the stuff. But you can do Scentsy soap because it's dumped into the tub and not put directly on your body. So if that makes sense to everybody. So those were most of the questions that I've been getting around Happy Mail. I do a lot of it based on my follow-up binder. I'm doing a themed thank you to my VIP like you showed. Awesome. Yay. I love doing themed ones. And I seriously do not come up with all these ideas on my own, guys. I find them just like you see them. And then I pull from different ones and I just make it my own. I don't have the patience a lot of times to create Candy Hine and a bunch of people out there make super cute little labels and tags and all of the things. Avery labels are your best friend. Seriously, you can get square ones, round ones, long ones, rectangular ones, and you can stick a Avery label on everything. The Scentsy soak, same way. Grab one of these things, and I like giving a really hefty sample. Like washer whiffs and Scentsy soak, you don't want to skimp on those. Like if you're going to give a sample of Scentsy soak, you want them to be able to have enough to pour it in their tub and they smell it and feel the difference that it makes on your body. So that's what I do. I fill it one of these so it's flat. It's actually flatter than this. It just weighs more. It'll say Scentsy soak on the front. It'll show the package. It'll say the scent on the back. It'll say the ingredients here. You don't have to do this. You can literally just put Scentsy soak and the scent, put a picture if you want, slap it on the front and call it good. And I think I got that label, was on the What Did You Share, or maybe Kimberly, I can't remember. I give enough for them to actually get a dose. Yeah, you want to let them have a great experience with your samples. And again, I can't stress this enough. If you are watching Netflix, do your bulk samples. Pick a Sunday and make 50 Scentsy soaks, 50 dish soaps, 50 this. If you have kids in the house, I don't have to do all mine, but if you have teenage kids, or you can pay $5 to help you with the soaks and you label them, then you throw them in bins. And then as you are making your packets like this, you just grab and go, grab and go, grab and go. If you're trying to do these on a whim, you'll never stay caught up. You've got to bulk sample. I think Chloe did a bulk sample tracker. And every month she pulls this sheet out and it says everything that she wants to bulk sample for every month. And she just checks it off, does them all, puts them in her bins, makes the packets up, and you're good to go. That is what I suggest you work up to. If you can only have it in the budget for one sample, felt, and then choose one, do that. Start somewhere. It's okay to start somewhere. Your customers will just appreciate being recognized and appreciated. And you'll keep your customers for longer and they will be loyal to you. People just like a thank you and they like to know that they're contributing to your business. So that's what I want to touch on tonight. Let's see what you guys are saying here. I'm going to move this over because I don't know if it's in front of my face or not. I give enough for them to actually get a good, yep. Keep in mind, even though you don't get the likes there, I was watching, I've sold a lot of fragrance flowers. Yeah, you could do even a packet with just slivers of the bars in the different scents that we have our fragrance flowers, guys. And then so that you can put a little fragrance flower postcard, attach it to one of these packets like this, put little slivers of maybe 5 or 6 of the fragrance flower scents and say, hey, these are the scents our fragrance flowers come in. That could be your thank you. Today I spent the day with kids out away from home, made sure I was still on Instagram posting so I didn't ghost, but last night listened to podcasts of Rachel Hollis with taking a bath and doing schoolwork. That is the 4th chord, which is self-development, right? So we'll be talking a lot more about that. And as I schedule, I have, I think 4 or 5 coaching calls this week. We're always going to go back to the 4 chords where you get sick of me saying it because it is truly what makes up your Scentsy business. PRV, sponsoring, customer follow-up, and self-development. And when you don't have one of those 4 chords, your business breaks down. It always goes back to that. The PRV is going to lead you to sponsoring, but you can't build a team, right? And expect to train your team if you're not getting the PRV because you can't tell them to do something that you're not doing. So you have to have every piece. So I'm doing a sheet. The old 4 chord sheet says home parties, but PRV can be any different thing, all different things. It can be events, it can be tote parties, it can be Facebook parties, it can be home parties, it can be all of the above. So it's just about getting PRV, but you have to be getting 500 to 2,000 consistently every single month. You have to lead from the front. And that means showing up on Instagram, making Scentsy a part of your life. I'll say this again. I said it to a few friends. I think I said it to Ashley is you guys have a diamond in a pretty box, whatever color with whatever ribbon, right? That diamond is yours and you can hand it to people and it's their choice to take it. And what they do with that diamond, either buy, host, or join, is their choice. Or they can say no, in which case, don't take it personally. The diamond's still yours and you move on to the next person. So that's always a way to think about it and not just constantly focusing on PRV because you don't want to always be, you want to get high PRV, but you also need to be, you need a balance of all four chords or the song just doesn't sound complete. So I want you to be thinking about that. We're going to be talking a lot. I'll probably post Orville's speech a bazillion times. It goes back to that PRV sponsoring customer follow-up, whatever that looks like, just base your budget around what you can do for now and know that every month that your business grows, your VIP mail and your happy mail will get bigger and grow and you'll be able to do more. But if you start at level 1, that should just be an Avery label and a note card appreciating your customers and letting them know how much you appreciate them. And that will go a long way further than just not doing anything because you can't send a $3 package to your customers. So any other questions, you guys? Let me go into gallery view here. Let me pull up the chat. Okay, and so I'm going to stop recording.